HD. Oke.
Indonesia Raya.
Putih bajunya.
Bagus banget nih kualitas gambarnya dari jauh. Oh ini yang kalah ya? Si Frank ini kalah dia semifinal ya? Si Frank kalah semifinal.
Mereka pasti habis nonton Indonesia juga tuh.
Iya. Bete sih kayaknya itu.
Iya, gue pakai timnas juga nih guys, bisa sampai final. Lu lupa nih. Kalau saja kelimpungan. Sponsornya Hyundai dapat mobil tuh mereka pasti.
And now, if you may, please rise for the national anthem of Brazil.
Wih, tapi dia pakai ini timnas dia ya, pakai apa? Pakai jersey. Kita pakai jersey nggak tadi? Jersey kita kalau merah jelek.
Our squads are set. Gentlemen of Indonesia and Brazil, please shake hands and take.
Ini mainnya di mana, Bang?
Mana ya ini ya?
Rachel, gentlemen on the desk.
Ini di mana nih? Tuan rumahnya mana nih? Jerman apa? Kayak kemarin.
We are indeed. I don't know about you boys, but that felt really special, didn't it?
Goosebumps. Every single time you hear the national anthems, you see these teams and what it means to them to represent their countries on the biggest of stages available to the crowd is up for it as well.
I think regardless of what happens
Ini
here,
tuh-
just getting that experience of walking out in front of a crowd such
Ininya apa
as this
platformnya
is
ya?
going to stay with you for years to come.
Oh, absolutely. You've got your country's badge
Oh,
on your
jadi
chest.
berarti dulu.
You've got your country's anthem in your ears, and you've got a fantastic crowd who are appreciating every single.
Oh di Arab Bang, mainnya di Arab.
Yeah, these guys have got a bond for
No,
life here
Indonesia.
now in terms of they will only know that experience.
Arab katanya.
It's going to be brilliant for you.
Shout out to the crowd as well, completely respectful
Oh,
of both.
gua nyari di Google di Arab.
Obviously all have their favorites. I thought they'd be going more for Indonesia, but it seemed to me that it was a little bit louder for Brazil. So Brazilians
Oh iya.
fans in here.
Itu staff-staffnya pada pakai baju Arab.
Jay Victor said in his interview that he believes he is the best player in the world, but Gifera is the best teammate in the world. They're going to have to prove it now. They are going to have to show that they are worthy of being in this grand finals. And I just have a feeling after the one earlier was a 2-0, I've got a feeling this one is going to blow up. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Well, Brazil is such a powerhouse, aren't they, in football? They are 5 times winners of the World Cup, record World
Kalau
Cup.
game kayak gini berapa ronde sih Bang? Apa sekali doang Bang?
History in FIFA
Dua leg.
tournaments. If this team was even
Dua
just
leg.
to walk through the
Oh.
tunnel, let's see.
Ya kan soalnya satu leg sebentar banget gitu.
Previous
cuma 5 menit udahan, Cok.
from Brazil. In terms of where they are in eFootball,
Persiapannya
where's
berjam-jam.
currently?
They're one of the best of the bunch. I mean, you have Kifera, who's a former world champion. You have Jay Victor, who, as he already self-proclaimed, he believes he's the best player in the world. I personally believe he's in that conversation. And to have them two teaming up to represent the Brazilian national team,
Oh penggantinya satu ya?
problem to have for Brazilian eFootball.
Well, they have had to go through 10 matches to get here. So let's remind you guys at home how their journeys both played out. This will just be from the knockout. So yesterday, obviously the groups were on Monday and Tuesday. And if you cast your eye to the right, you can see
Ngalahin
Brazil,
Maroko,
Indonesia, and then
ngalahin
Brazil had to
Turki.
take down the Netherlands and then Spain, and Indonesia had to take
Oh,
down
tiga, BO3 ya?
Turkey.
BO3.
Cole, if you want to go through the groups for us as well, just so everyone can get their entire story when we actually can hear ourselves up here, because it is so loud.
Well, both teams
Elga sama Faidan ya main.
group and in their semi-finals having to go up against the first place team from the other, and they have made it through the fire and the flames quite literally. Between the teams that they had to go up against, the teams who were dominant in their groups, they managed to get through that to present themselves with an opportunity here in the final.
Yeah, well, we could just see the nerves maybe starting to set in. Having a sip of water.
Gelap.
A bit of a dry throat at this stage.
Oh, ini.
In these kind of environments as well, it gets pretty warm, and especially with hundreds of bodies and spectators in there, the heat will be rising. There you can see the Brazilian squad. There's 3 possible members, but they're sticking with a well-known duo. Before we delve any further into our thoughts up here, let's hear from Alex and the Brazilian side.
Hello everybody, we are here with the Canarinha that is about to start the grand final, the FIFAe World Cup versus Indonesia. Firstly, we get with Joao Victor. Joao, what it means to you, grand final, world stage, how do you
ini
feel?
kayaknya ini ya, tadi wawancaranya tadi. Iya,
Well,
wawancaranya
now,
tadi ini.
the grand final, looking to your opponent, Indonesia. Joao, what do you think are the strength of Brazil?
Agak asing ya denger negara Indonesia disebut-sebut oleh wawancara gini. Karena nggak pernah, so ya Allah sedih banget.
We are so confident for today, for a great final. I trust in my team, I trust in my gameplay, in Gifera, in Avaré with a coach, and is this trust in Brazil?
That's the confidence that we love to hear. Gifera, another world final for you. It's been a few years since the last time you were there. What it means to be back at that stage again?
Today it's a different final because represent my country.
Kemarin Indonesia juara kok, juara dunia.
Juara dia.
It's an honor represent
Si Faidan juga. Iya, si Faidan juga.
Ronaldinho,
Dari tahun ke tahun, Cok, konsisten.
It's the opportunity of my life.
Keren banget.
It's insane to be back right there. Best of luck. And before to end, let's go with Thiago. Thiago, coach, what a wonderful player you are as well. But any message you want to say to all the fans, family people,
Sananta,
rooting for you
Patrick,
guys
Cok.
from home? It's your time.
A gente tá pronto,
Patrick lawan negara gede.
focado, a gente conta com a torcida, o apoio e a energia positiva de todo o Brasil. Vamos pra cima deles. Vamos, Brasil!
And that's it. Brazil into the grand final in a really good shape.
Cole, I feel like they're putting more pressure on themselves, naming all those excellent
It's
players.
I
Brazil.
was thinking when Gifera was starting, I was thinking, how long have we got? Because he could have gone for an hour naming Brazilian legends. And I think they'd have been looking at the Indonesian defense in the other game up against Turkey. They conceded 4 goals up to that point, up to game 1. They conceded 4 more in game 1. So if they've spotted some elements, if their coach has spotted some elements of defensive weakness and difficulties in Indonesia, and it's been
diharap, Bang.
upon us up to this point, then that might be an avenue for their
Itu
victory.
yang nonton mukanya Arab semua anjir.
Well, they are facing Indonesia, of course. And Binon Boys has been our axe player of the day twice over the last 3 days. And he
Nih,
actually
si Bang Elga mukanya ini banget ya. Om-om kantoran gitu.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
yang capek sama kerjaannya, Cok. Jadi main game.
Captain of Indonesia by that grand final. I know what it means to you, but let us know what it feels to be a grand final.
Yeah, I feel so excited right now. We are trying to gathering all of all our focus right now. We are trying to beat Brazil in every way possible, in every possible way.
Interesting. At the end, it will be a really tough battle, best of 3. You know them very well, Brazil, Indonesia, Indonesia, Brazil. Do you think any detail where you think you have a study, you can be better than them? Attacking, defending, long balls. What do you think are the strengths of Indonesia in the final?
Sorry?
What do you think are the strengths of Indonesia in the final?
Maybe I can tell right now. Just let's see in the finals.
And that's it. Confident on it. And before to go, on a message you wanna say for your community, for your country?
Maybe I will say in Bahasa, it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So buat semuanya, terus dukung kita timnas Indonesia di Football Console final malam ini. Kita bakalan lakuin yang terbaik dan bawa pialanya pulang ke Indonesia.
And that's it.
Nice.
Minang boys, the man from Indonesia, about to start the grand final.
Positif
Great
ini
stuff
mah,
there, Alex.
positif
Thank you very
juara.
much, and thank you, Minang boys, for your time as well. Well, it's great to hear from the team. Let's now hear from some of their supporters as well.
Ya. Ibunya nih, kayaknya.
Congratulations to Timnas Indonesia eFootball for reaching the World Cup final. All the best for the final and bring the trophy back to Jakarta.
Paes. Anjay.
There we go.
Mas
It's so
Paes.
great to have these supporters from across the world supporting the teams. The fans are loving it. The players are loving it as well. The Brazilian squad, what are they thinking right now, Wes?
Well, they've got everything on their minds in terms of they just need to get their game plans set and ready to go, and they look ready.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we heard from the Indonesian supporters and their contingent. Let's hear from the Brazilian fans now.
Fala, rapaziada do eFootball. Fiquei sabendo que a gente chegou em mais uma final aí. Tô passando aqui para desejar boa sorte, que possa dar tudo certo e vocês consigam trazer mais essa para casa. Valeu? Tamo junto, boa sorte.
The reaction to that as great. Chris, you love that as well. Shaking your hand.
I love that. I'm standing here like, where's his magic hat? What a player. What a player.
Okay, well, the time is almost now for these two teams. One of them is going to write themselves into the history books and be our first ever FIFAe World Cup finalists on the console side of things. Well, there's nothing else left to say, guys. Enjoy watching this tonight. I'm going to enjoy handing it down to our caster duo for this one. It is Brazil taking on Indonesia in the company of Harry Channon and Alex Algathiel.
A rematch,
Gila.
5 years.
Mendingannya udah bener 22-30 cok, pas anjir.
A chance at redemption. For the other, maybe deja vu. On that day in 2019, Brazil's Guifera lifted the co-op trophy in London, the English capital, and it is Brazil that start off stronger here.
Paes anjing.
But 4,000 miles away here in Riyadh, it could be a different story for Indonesia. Alex, welcome and strap yourself
Marcelino.
in. This is a best of 3 for the ages.
Udah mulai, Bang.
Here in the kingdom of
Tapi yang ada love-nya tuh ini lagi jantungnya, detak jantungnya.
Ada detak jantung.
Iya, heart rate-nya dia itu ngedeteksi kalau dia deg-degan makin naik gitu.
Anjir, keren juga.
Iya.
So we'll see if Brazil
Heart rate
or
namanya.
Indonesia will lift that trophy, but there will be a long story because
Ini kalau kayak
Oh,
gini
ada
skillnya
detak. Gua
gimana
gak
ya?
fokus.
and it's Brazil.
Apa bang?
Kalau gini skillnya gimana sama semua?
Semua bang.
Sama ya.
Udah disamain semuanya. Iya.
Kocak banget kalau disesuaiin bubur Indonesia.
Indonesia mah pemainnya 70 semua coy ininya ratingnya. 60-an anjir.
Ketemu Vinicius kelar.
Iya ini gila. Kapan lagi ngelihat Marcelino lawannya Neymar tuh. Rafinya cok. Rafael Varane.
Trying to build here in the opening 50.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a completely battle.
Nah, kita masih ketekan sih ini.
Tinggi badan gimana? Sama nggak? Sama kayaknya.
Pemain kita kan udah Belanda semua, cok. Udah OP bang.
Itu kan ada Kambuaya, Rizky Ridho kan kecil badannya.
Iya. Itu Kambuaya dipakai buat ini itu, buat apa? Speednya itu.
And obviously taking the lead will change and will define drastically.
Speed itu.
Absolutely.
Oh ini Brazil tukeran. Kayaknya Brazil lagi nyeting.
That first period of play, 15 minutes gone. We now have a pause here on the stage while we make sure everything
Indonesia deh.
Ada yang error.
is under control. Has a chance for us, Alex, to do our own analysis. The desk broke it down perfectly, but I want to know.
Aja bos, kita juara dunia jadi boleh ngatur-ngatur.
Co-op world champion of this esport. What are the keys?
Kayaknya di dunia game-game kayak gini Indonesia cukup kuat gak sih namanya? Kalau game bola, iya, cukup terkenal maksudnya. Jadi nggak di apa ya, underestimate gitu lah sama orang.
Timing those initiatives that you need to keep doing as usually is the most difficult thing to perform right here at the stage. Because you know, the light, everybody, the pressure will be on the shoulder of the players. And to perform at your level is not that easy right there. So we'll see.
Bangladesh, Cok.
Those long balls, those chain of play from left to right, approaching those left back, right back in a really wonderful way during the whole competition. We'll see if they can keep using it properly in this game or they need to find out new solutions. In the other hand,
Piala Dunia 2032, 2036 Arab nanti tuh Piala Dunia.
I mean, it is difficult for everybody to be right there, but if someone can be there performing at the SPEC, is Indonesia.
Indonesia, the highest scoring nation so far here in Riyadh at the FIFAe World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball. 35 goals up to this point. The next nearest, Turkey, on 22. They've scored 13 more goals than the second highest scoring nation here at the World Cup.
Yeah, probably it's a country that we have seen many more resources in a different way of attack, defense, to get into by the side, by the center lines. Brazil have a really more defined way of play, but that doesn't mean it's worse for sure.
Itu yang jadi istrinya nggak boleh marah kalau lakinya main game ya, begitu tuh.
The stars worldwide in eFootball. Everyone is taking an eye on him.
Kayaknya di kehidupan aslinya pasti ada kerjaan lain nggak sih? Apa begini doang duitnya kencang?
Coming with Ricky Faydan, the main captain, the main star, with just 20
konten kali ya?
years old.
Atau ada, kayaknya harusnya ada kerjaan ini nggak sih? Yang dia pegangan dia.
Next to Elga and Akbar Paudi. What are two players yesterday, Harry?
Iya, pasti ada kerjaan lainnya.
Semi-final versus Turkey was unbelievable, and they need that version of him. So we'll see if today.
Arab sih duitnya jor-joran.
They can find that chemistry.
Hadiahnya nggak cuma duit deh.
Those movements, that's why they are famous for.
And that's what these two nations are a best of 3 away from.
Kenapa sih?
The FIFAe World Cup Winners Trophy.
Kayaknya ini ada masalah pelatih kita, pelatih Indo. Komplain, kita lagi komplain.
10 goals.
That's a lot. It's not easy because co-op is a different story, ladies and gentlemen. The gameplay on 1v1 and co-op is a different story. It's more about chemistry. It's not that just 1v1 situation. It is important, but the chemistry, the tactics, to have those automatics movement predefined from before is so important. At the same time, difficult to perform.
Incredibly difficult, and I think it's interesting to give the viewers here in Riyadh and also wherever you're watching in the world.
Oke, Neymar gitu nggak datang ya? Padahal kan Neymar di Arab ya? Kenapa kagak datang, Cak? Kan timnya lagi main Brazil anjir. Nggak support.
2019 World Finals. The place is London, England, my home country, and actually my first taste of eFootball as a commentator. A Liga Sol Stars. The Brazilian taking on Risky Faydan there in the co-op finals. On that day, it was Guifera of Brazil that won the. It was a best of one back then, I believe. It was 2-0. He says, interestingly enough, it's a different final than London, and Guifera came out on top. I think that's important to note the mentality. He's not approaching this as if, hey, I won in London 5 years ago. It means I'm going to win here.
Yeah, it's completely a moment when you need to step up, forget everything around, forget what happened on day 1, 2, and 3 here. It's right now, Harry. It's right now, take your teammate, communication, play in, and be that player that everyone knows You are like that. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen, grand final. What a tournament has been, and only 2 teams, the best 2, are here in the grand final. And I'm sure the whole eFootball community across the world are really watching this game right now, supporting Brazil, Indonesia. But the most important is enjoying eFootball at his maximum level.
2 of the most passionate nations, I think, within the entire sphere of eFootball. I mean, we're seeing it here in the arena here in Riyadh. It's unbelievable, the Indonesian drums we're hearing Brazil chants, the neutrals are getting involved. It really is just pure passion on both sides. When you're up there on the stage, you do have soundproof headphones, but when you can hear the crowd over the soundproof, the white noise, does it affect you? Do you let it get to you at all, or is it very much you're locked in on the final?
I think the worst part is the menus before to play the match. When you start, you are in your place, you are in your comfort zone.
Tombol R tadi Indo, tombol R satunya lepas ya.
The feeling with the game. Let's see.
Anjir. Berarti kayaknya harusnya diulang ya, gimana ya?
Have a lot of info to go through, and that's the best of it. At the end, we can talk about the player, about the history of all of them. With Faidan, Ifera, Joe Victor, Elga, I think they all have been in this situation before. And that's the most important thing. They know what it feels to be right there, and they are hungry for victories, hungry to be crowned.
Ya, namanya game online pasti begitu nggak sih, Bang?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just about nations, it's not just about Indonesia or Brazil. It's just about also to see who is gonna be the actual best player of eFootball around the world. If it's Rizky Faidan, Joao Victor. That's battle as well is so interesting to take about, and
emang kalau game online pasti begini sih kendalanya pasti.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, game 1 is about 15 or so minutes in. It's a technical pause on the stage at the moment, just to make sure. I mean, the last thing we would want is any nation having any kind of disadvantage.
Pintar ngambil angle ya. Indonesia tuh yang paling depan, itu kelihatan.
Indonesia
iya. Penonton kita kan seneng diginiin kok. Rakyat kita tahu ya. Happy. Iya, pasti jadi banyak yang nonton.
Bracket. In fact, I'll tell you what, we mentioned about the Indonesian drums and the Indonesian support. I believe Veracity is down on the floor for us with them now.
Happy banget Indonesia ini diomongin mulu sama
Indonesian support is like none other. The cheering speaks for itself. So the boys are listening right now. Words of wisdom.
Oh enggak lagi ini Bang, umroh pribadi. Jalan-jalan ke Arab.
Enjoy, have fun. We know they're the best in Asia. We won it earlier this year, so we're gonna be the best in the world now.
And do you feel like there might be the weight of the world on their shoulders right now, being the eAsia champions previously? Do you think the pressure might be a bit too much for them now?
No, they are a bunch of cool dudes, so I believe they will take care of Brazil. The only time Indonesia is gonna beat Brazil is here.
Iya juga bener. Kalau di real life mah tidak mungkin dong, sangat tidak mungkin.
Makanya cuma di sini kita bisa ini jor-joran. Kalau di bola asli mah kita udah dibantai 200-0 sama Brazil anjir. Apalagi yang main Arkan Kakak, Cok, Oki Caraka. Aduh.
Passingnya nggak nyampe. Aduh.
Okay. I think I found the Brazil fans. I'm gonna come on over and pull up next year. Go on, give them boys some work.
I have 5 stars. Only this.
Okay.
Itu kan Piala Dunia, bujang.
Cheer on Brazil. Give them some words.
Ada yang komen apa anjir?
Again.
Cheer on the boys. What do you want to say to them? They're waiting for you guys.
Brazil is win this Champions League, inshallah.
Orang Arab itu anjing.
Brazil gak ada fansnya, Cok. Brazil gak ada fansnya.
Iyalah, Brazil di Arab Saudi ngapain tuh?
Gak diterima, Cok, dia jadi TKW juga.
Ini mah orang Arab semua fansnya.
Orang Arab anjir dukung Brazil. Tapi cukup kaget itu. Siapa namanya? Padahal kemarin juara dunianya Brazil loh tahun kemarin yang di HP. Malaysia bisa menang anjir. GG sih.
And Alex, the tension in the room is palpable while we make sure
udah mau mulai nih.
is ready to go soon. Just unbelievable support. Have you ever seen any kind of passion like this from eFootball before at a live event at this level?
I haven't seen something like this, never ever before, Harry. This is insane. Thank you so much, everybody, making this possible, because this is huge for eFootball, for esports, for the community. And I will let you know something. If you wanna be the best, you need to be the best. And that's it. That great battle we're having in right now. Gifera, Joe Victor, Rifki Faidan, El Gapaudi. Great clash of titans right now having in the stage.
Well, that is what is at stake. The FIFAe World Cup Winners Trophy. It's not a bad thing to take home to your nation, and let me tell you, there is plenty of the population of both of these nations that would love to see it, Alex. It really is. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better final, could we? I mean, Brazil and Indonesia.
No, definitely no. I mean, we saw big teams. Spain yesterday was really close in that.
Padahal kalau kayak gitu, kayak berarti technical issue kayak bukan cuma ini deh, bukan cuma Astik kayaknya.
After that penalty shootout, they lost in the first game versus
Batastik harusnya banyak ya. Ininya apa gantinya?
Indonesia doing a great job putting it into the final. At the end, this is the best is the format. 3 games, so we have a long time to enjoy tonight. The very best co-op team nation across the world right here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Let's see how these two get into the game that the initial.
Lawan Maroko kemarin tuh, lu nonton nggak bang?
Enggak nonton.
Comeback, itu Indonesia comeback itu. Golnya comeback itu.
Kucing gua ini.
Indonesia golnya comeback itu.
Because they will need it, they will need it. Look at that.
And how about Malaysia?
Ya, bestinya Indo coy ini.
Today, FIFAe World Cup winners on eFootball.
Besti Indo nih kalau di game, kalau di bola.
Rooting for Indonesia in this grand final, lovely to see. No, we saw the action. No, it happens in the group stage. Last match, France versus Indonesia, and that draw who put France out of the competition and qualifying in Malaysia as a fourth in the group. That was a great, one of the moments so far of the competition.
Of course, France, one of the favourites coming into this console tournament, out in the group stages, one of the biggest shocks. I want to take a quick moment to talk about Brazil's rising star, emerging star, as you called him, João Victor.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him? Because he seems so confident. Every interview, he just exudes that persona of, no matter how, I am going to win.
I mean, the passion that this young man has for esports, for accomplish his dream, is insane. No? 2 years ago, back in 2022, he made a big move. He kept his dad. He jumped into going to Portugal to have a tryout with some pro clubs back in the days, to have a chance to become professional in football. Not only that, he got the chance to play for FC Bayern Munich for a season, but sadly that competition, that eFootball Pro, it come to an end, and he had to came back to Brazil. And after that, Harry, he won every single competition he had to face. It's unbelievable the actual level of João Victor that I'm sure most of our fans are enjoying it nowadays on his social media, tricks, YouTube, because it's so fun to watch.
It's really fun to watch. We can see the journeys that Brazil and Indonesia took to this grand final, which is still being made clear on the stage. Exactly the remake conditions, making sure that everyone knows that they are happy to play and we can move forward. Shouldn't be too much longer now, but Indonesia, I mean, you look at their route, as you said, a Game 3 win against Morocco in the quarter-finals led them to that semi-final with Turkey, where they scored 10 goals across those 2 games.
No, definitely. It's not that easy, no? Especially Turkey, which was Probably one of the most complete teams so far we have seen in the full competition, not really conceding that much, really offensively, really good. It is true that in this kind of situation, when you lose such a big advantage that they had versus Indonesia in game one, you maybe mentally can not be as sharp as usually for the second one, but I think Indonesia's make a step up, especially Elga in that second game, performing so well in a wonderful match with very good actions. And it is mentally, ladies and gentlemen, that's the key in esports at this level. They all are really good. They know everything from the game, all the mechanics, all the resources, all the movements. But at the end, only the ones who read the game in a better way, the ones who are able to perform as much or as close to their normal level are the ones who are going to take this victory. Because let me say, Harry, perform right there in the stage. In front of everybody, it's not easy.
Not easy at all.
Ngaret,
What
bejir.
else wasn't easy? Brazil's route to this final. If you're looking at this from a glance, Brazil against Netherlands. They won that one.
Mulai nih.
They move on to play your country, Spain. That one was a game 3. Was very, very close.
Massive semi-final it was.
But Brazil came out on top. They've had to run the gauntlet to this final. So despite Indonesia's free scoring form, Brazil have been tried, they've been tested, and so far they've passed every test with flying colours.
Now definitely Brazil were really far in that third game, and even with that they were able to turn over the score and finally winning that game. It's like, you know, they are warriors, they are really big players, and that's why they are here at the final.
Well, we saw them earlier. I believe Milos is with the Malaysian eFootball mobile players who won gold and that trophy earlier this afternoon. Milos?
That's exactly where I am. We're up here in the VIP booth. I don't know how they let me in here, but here we are. Malaysia victorious earlier on today, and of course on with the gold. Now, you got Indonesia on the other side, you know, Brazil downstairs. How do you expect this game to go?
Today gonna be a tense match. Both teams are very good. They have a good spirit, good mentality, but I do expect probably it's going to go for third match. And also probably on the penalty shootout, so there will be more drama on this final.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama. I think our casters are going to have to handle that if we have to go all the way to penalties to decide it. But why do you think that is the case? Is it because both Indonesia and Brazil are so close in skill? Because, you know, for me looking on the outside, these are squads that have a lot of experience.
Yep, so probably I can give a prediction for one team, but I do really this gonna be a great match. We can see a lot of player skills in the match, and
you say drama, but I want to pull it out of you. Who do you think is actually going to win this game?
I do expect the second cup will back to South Indonesia.
Oh iya, Cok, mirip anjir.
Indonesia is what Malaysia is believing will happen. That win.
Oh iya, mirip, Cok. Ganteng juga ya. Kurang botaknya doang.
Maybe you can measure their heartbeat throughout this game.
Jenggotnya mirip banget. Iya.
Although we're not playing for that lovely piece.
Kurang koros aja.
Our heart rates get up here in the booth. Great to hear from Malaysia, of course. Southeast Asia as a continent so strong within eFootball. Mobile, console, doesn't matter the platform, they turn up every single time, and they're so strong. They're one of the leading continents, I would say, Asia, in this beautiful esport.
And a continent which is really investing on develop new stars, new players, the federations, the clubs, the esports clubs as well, trying to, you know, to develop those future champions that why not could be right here behind of us. It's impressive the job they are doing. Back in the days when I was competing, Asia wasn't that strong as they are right now, and now they are the best ones. So that's why that effort, those years fighting to prove why they deserve to be on top, and that's the most important thing. Those schools, those backgrounds, those competition, community competition to make grow the community, to have more opportunities, chances, lifetime chances like this one. No, this is an opportunity, Harry.
that I think all the players will remember forever, and yeah, and especially the champions, no? Let's say.
Well, we'll see who lifts the trophy later on. All this break is just this delay
Besok anjir mulainya.
here, but we like to make Veracity get her steps in. She was downstairs before, now she's upstairs. Veracity, what do you have for us?
Teleportation is a wonderful thing, gentlemen, and whilst it's amazing to hear from the fans themselves, we rarely get to speak to the teams and the players that have already been eliminated. I'm joined alongside Arda Golazo and Mujahid21. Guys, commiserations, obviously, but I need to ask you, after being eliminated from the tournament, I love the fact that you have still shown up to show your support to this wonderful esport. So talk to me after your performance, after your games, what did you guys get up to?
Well, of course, we analyzed our matches afterwards to see our mistakes and prepare for the upcoming tournaments. And I really believe that we could have achieved better. For the next competition, I can say that we will do even better than this version.
What do we think, crowd? They're going to do even better?
Mulai.
Better than that, but I'll come back to that later. Talk to me, Mujahid, coming here, showing your support for our 2 grand finalists as well. Is there any team in particular you're cheering for?
I don't know, like both teams are super strong, to be honest, and I know the players of the both teams, like very good friends. So like I hope the side that deserves more wins. Like it's not down to luck. So you know, I wish both sides good luck, and I hope the deserved team wins. Yeah.
Well, you know what? One common thing that I at least have faced when playing video games is oftentimes people always push this notion that, you know, esports, video games is not a sport. What do you have to say to the people that say that? Because we've seen an abundance of fans, we have prize money, we have a gorgeous trophy and national pride as well. To me personally, there's no way anybody can say it's just a game.
Yeah, obviously I think it's a sport because, you know, we still give a lot of effort, put our time in, you know, we sacrifice a lot to reach to this stage. We're representing our countries. It's like, as you said, it's just priceless, you know, it's the biggest of honors. So, you know, I think people need to show a bit more respect to what we do because, again, we sacrifice a lot, we put the time in, our effort in, so, you know, it takes a lot to be here. So, you know, I think it's definitely deserves more praise.
And how about you, Mujahid? Arda, sorry.
Just
being honest. So, what do you have to say to anybody that has been kind of questioning the journey of eFootball, esports as a whole?
Well, I agree with my teammate about that topic because sports are not just about physical activity. It's also mindful strength. You give a lot of effort, you need to stay calm in particular situations. So I believe that people should respect esports more and see it as a sport.
Well, I certainly know that the tension is well and truly rising on the stage. My dear casters are ready and waiting. Oof, it's getting a bit hot in here, isn't it?
It is a little bit. Great to hear from Mujahid and Arda there. We are still waiting for the resumption of Game 1 of our Grand Finals. And let me tell you, from experience, the delays they add to the mental game, they add to the psychology.
Yeah.
You have to make sure the grey matter is in the right place, because once this gets going, you bet this is going to be 100 miles an hour.
And especially Harry, because the heart rate, even if they are not playing, is still high. So they are burning calories, burning that energy that we'll need later on for play. So we'll see which this is the consistency of the player will keep during the whole series. So something will change. What a player we have seen right there. Mujahid and Arda Golazo.
I was about to say, yeah, it's been great to see them grow up sort of in front of our very eyes. They really came through the eFootball Pro League, one of the Premier Leagues within Europe's eFootball ecosystem. Mujahid, I remember, joined the league just before the global pandemic, so I got to know him through a screen, then got to meet him in the studios for the bi-weekly match days, fortnightly match days, and it was great to finally meet him in real life. And then also Arda Golazo making his debut, 15 years old. This is my first time seeing him in about, I think it was about 2 years, 17 now. Wow, talk about a growth spurt. This guy was down here and now he's, I mean, I'm looking up at him and I'm not the tallest guy myself. So it's been great to meet the community here at the FIFAe World Cup, and those two semi-finalists this year shocked the world. They'll be disappointed they didn't go further, but that doesn't mean they won't try again.
No, definitely they will, and better for sure, because it's like they said, it's not just about the previous month they will be practicing this mode for this competition because they were going to participate in the FIFAe World Cup. It's the historically 5-10 years career that have some of the competitors right here in the FIFAe World Cup, all the sacrifice they put into it, all the hours they put into the game, into the knowledge, into the, you know, those details that can make the difference right here, because, you know, situations will be pretty different, depends the moment of the game, and the players need to get used to be ready for those action. We could have drama, we could have yellow card, we could have red cards, we can have penalties, and you need to be ready for it. Yesterday we saw a lot of penalties missed, and this really impressed me, like, but you know, the pressure and you know, determination will be the key, and it's not that easy to be sharp every single time.
The tension's going to keep building here. The wonderful part of the festival, really, that is this event is we also have co-streamers on site, and I believe Milos is up there somewhere with the Brazilian co-streamers. Milos, where are you?
I'm right above you, buddy. Look, I don't know, you have to like get out of your booth for a sec and I'll be seeing you from there. Hey, Alex, what's up? Hello. Yes, we're over here and right above the entire arena. And well, co-streamers are also a very important part of any tournament, just because you get to really feel the community spirit and the passion here. And you know, we talk to the players, it's a very special thing, but I'm joined here by Joel, our wonderful Brazilian co-streamer. Hi, chat, I know you're watching down on the other side, but you know, obviously you're cheering for Brazil here. So what would you like to say to Brazil to motivate them for the win?
Olá, pessoal. Eu sou JL, Joel, né, do canal JL Esportes. Estou aqui transmitindo, é um prazer estar aqui. Fui convidado pela FIFA e representando a comunidade do eFootball lá do Brasil. E o que eu quero falar para minha seleção é que vocês conseguem, vocês são maravilhosos, vocês são fortes juntos, vocês jogam como um só e o Brasil é vocês nesse momento. Meu coração está com vocês, tá aqui do meu lado também o Dedeco, o Brasil todo está com vocês. E vamos Brasil, porque hoje seremos campeão. Vai!
Vai, vamos Brazil! There it is. Thank you very much, Joel. I mean, it looks like you have a few fans. For those who don't really know, the Arab world in general and in Saudi Arabia, Brazil is very, very famous and well known in football. So it does not stay away from the eFootball universe.
Esposa, te amo, tá? E a minha filhinha, my baby Aurora.
Many cheers to Joel's wife. Can you give it one more time? That's so cute. Even with my very basic Latin understanding, it's enough to tell the love and the passion in there. But there it is. Brazil supporters themselves here in Riyadh are cheering on the team that has so much history behind them. So who knows how this one will go. We'll keep going around and sensing how the community vibe is as we get our game ready. Let's send it back down to our wonderful colleagues down in the casting booth. Gents, are you around?
Yep.
I'm sure they're here.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep, think so. Thanks, Milos. So great. So close yet so far up there to our left-hand side. Great to have all of our co-streamers here, of course. We have Brazilians, Portuguese, we have, of course, Indonesians here, Arabic-speaking, Malay, of course, Japanese, Hindi is great. It really, really is. And honestly, it does feel like that festival, doesn't it, Alex?
Nah, it completely is. The biggest event so far we have seen in the history of eFootball esports, and that's why we're happy to be here. I'm proud to be part of it. So let's see how it goes in a few moments.
Best part is, Alex, we spoke to the Brazilian co-streamers, and I think, although Milos was this side, is Veracity, I think, is up there now with the Indonesian co-streamers. Veracity, where are you?
Guys, I'm waving. Do you see me down there? Hello, hello down there. Yeah, that's right. I'm joined alongside Sigit. You are one of the Indonesian co-stream. I guess this guy needs no introduction then. So talk to me, this whole co-streaming experience, how has it been for you so far?
It's good. So this gentleman here. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to support Indonesia.
And how has all of the reception been from everybody that's been watching your stream so far? I know you're live right now, so if people on the stream are listening, hello, thank you. I hope you don't mind me stealing him away from you. But how has the reception been from all of the viewers?
In Indonesia, we got 50,000 viewers in Indonesia. So this is a huge number. So people just watch us and give a support for all players, Indonesian players. So I hope they can have a good result.
You know what? They might be able to have a good result. Riyadh, what do we think? Are we ready for some eFootball? Yeah, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Let's get the show going.
Thank you so much, Veracity. Off camera, while we were seeing the Indonesian co-streamers starting to get that Indonesian crowd up, we saw the Brazilian team stand up and get their fans behind them. I'm proud to announce the delay is over. We are ready to go here finally in game one of this grand final. Brazil versus Indonesia. You've been patient. It's now time, and I have no doubt Indonesia nor Brazil will disappoint us here, Alex.
It's time to shine, Harry. Game one of this grand final, the FIFAe World Cup. This is now Indonesia with the ball. With a great
Marcelino.
For Marcelino Ferdinand.
Marcelino.
With a great ball.
What a start this would be.
No, Bremer. Great block. Bro, different story than game one. Great start for Indonesia. We'll see the corner kick. Brazil is really good attacking those corner kicks, but defending, we'll see.
Yeah, we did see 15 minutes played. Of course, no score between the two nations, so before the restart, they have to continue. That dangerous corner poured behind. And the Indonesian fans here in the arena are enjoying the boys in red.
As you see, is Joao Victor taking the manual goalkeeper to ready to try to control a great zone for save the corner kick. Once again, it's deflected. No, the clear of Brazil. And it's Joe Ellington, one of the most important players for the Canarinha, next to Richarlison. We'll see who takes the lead, who takes the first goal of the final.
Well, in the opening 10 minutes, Indonesia had a good period, but now Guy Ferreira and João Victor look to cement their legacy. What a story it would be for Guy Ferreira. A third world title would surely put him on that eFootball Mount Rushmore. Of course, there's only two men in that conversation at this moment in time in terms of greatest of all-time player, Guy Ferreira. Well, he wants to show he deserves to be in that conversation as well.
The rebound, really smart one from Joao Victor. That shot looking for exactly that, the rebound, the second chance. Because it was Guy Ferreira going for it. Those details, Harry, those details, those looking more to make a mistake in the opponent rather than to make it a really good chance could be the define. And now a bad clear from Brazil will be the chance with Dan Suleiman. Is Rizky Fairan on possession, looking for Ricky Cambuaya. Elga turning around, leaving behind one or two players, long ball in, but wasn't that accurate. And now another clear from Brazil that doesn't want to make any big mistake at the back.
Wow. Right back at that canary yellow defense from Indonesia. Let's see what they can do with this attack. Neymar Jr. steps in at the right time.
Wow, Joao!
Oh la la. Hope we see more of that. The crowd enjoyed it here too. Richarlison on the turn.
Nice shoulder turn, but big mistake for Indonesia.
Oh, that's big. And the first big chance of these grand finals.
Go Brazil!
Brazil regaining that second chance. Rafael Veiga and it's Joao Victor with a long
Bobolan nih.
first attempt, first goal, and ladies and gentlemen, the lead, it goes to Brazil.
Well, you had to wait quite the while we iron things out on the stage. But here is the first goal of our grand finals, scored by Brazil.
Well, we saw mistake on that early build-up with the center back. I think it was Rido. When you concede on mistakes, there's no room to run back, especially with those fast strikers that Brazil is putting into the game. That's it. No mistakes are the key. We saw it. Great lead by Brazil, and now it's Indonesia has to react.
What reaction, as you say, Alex, is there from Indonesia? It's late in Jakarta at this moment in time, approaching midnight. And those Indonesian faithful fans who support their team to the bitter end have stayed up late at this moment in time to see them concede the first goal.
Yeah, now we see the momentum is on the side of Brazil with now Neymar. Joao Victor with those super cancel once again. The track back. He's perfectly performing so far, twice in a row. And now could be the chance for Indonesia. Rafa Struck connecting with Marcelino, we'll see. Faidan looking for Elga with Marcelino Ferdinand. Elga taking his time to pass in, protecting the ball, pass back, Tom High, the DMF, pass in.
Oh, that's nice.
It's Elga, it's Ricky Faidan, Marcelino Ferdinand, and great chance.
Hampir aja, guys.
Alive and still on here for Indonesia. They'll get another chance. Here's
Sananta Dharma. Shot.
Oh, that was a nice one. Really smart play. Because the distance from that was too far. That pass back was really, really smart. Great response from Indonesia. Not enough to score, but overall, great reaction.
Well, that's woken up the Indonesian fans here in the crowd.
Oh, the mistake now from Brazil.
Big mistake.
Nerves on both sides.
Now, near side with Indonesia. Those red shirts are in really good position.
Again.
Dua peluang tiga deh.
Brazil defending in the last moment.
They've woken up here.
Gila, dikuburin.
10 minutes until half time. And since that goal, Brazil have mainly had success on that far side. Here's Richarlison.
Joao Victor trying to defend the goal. Joao Victor with the turn, with the fake shot. Joao Victor with the pressure of Elga. Elga recovering that ball with that clear, but once again for Gifera. From Gifera.
Ramadan Sananta, Sananta Dharma, Sananta Dharma, Sananta Dharma, Sananta Dharma, Sananta Dharma, crossing.
For Indonesia, that's disappointing in the end, but it will still be a corner with half-time on the horizon.
Yeah, great pressure. We see mistakes on both sides. Well approached by Brazil, and now we'll see if Indonesia can do something in this corner kick.
Indonesia corner. Back post headed towards goal. Tame in the end towards Bento.
Ricky Camboya, Indonesia passing for Sananta with Caio Enrique. Red regaining ball by Gifera. Banderson, the fullback. Chain of play, looking for Caio Enrique. Look at the superiority, overloading those many players. It's Richarlison with the cross.
Playing with fire here, Indonesia. Jolinton with the header on goal. Lucky for them, that dangerous play didn't cost them another goal here in game one.
Kick in for Indonesia, oh, for Brazil, Nino. Long ball for Richarlison, let's see that challenge is not.
First half in the book. Brazil 1, Indonesia 0.
We see the pressure, Harry, we see. For the moment, those mistakes are defining this first half. It is so difficult to get those timings, those situations under control right there. People can't imagine how difficult it is to play in such a big scenario as this one.
Well, it's so big, not only because of the potential legacy you can cement here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but also because you have the lights, the camera, that beautiful trophy in the center of the stage, staring right back at you, saying, come and get me. And here come Indonesia to start the second half, which is now underway. You've also got the fans.
Nice,
they're making themselves known. Indonesia.
Is the chance of Indonesia, Rafa? No. Nice header. I love this back and forth action we have seen so far.
I always love seeing what the social media outlets say about their nation's esports, and I think Esports Football 1 said it perfectly. Indonesia described it as the perfect final. Has a little bit of everything, bit of history, has high-level plays left and right, has a chance at revenge, has a chance at a third or a first world title, whichever way it goes.
And we'll see, because right now the game seems not under control on any of the side. No one can connect 2 or 3 passes.
And this is exactly how Brazil will want it. They're the team in the lead right now.
That's what Brazil really needs right now. Make Indonesia uncomfortable on his play. Now we're looking to the throw ball. Looking for Joelinton winning the header, connecting with the Richarlison. Guifera, the pass in for Cao Enrique, the cross.
Still have to deal with this, the goalkeeper. Does so quite handedly in the end. So the hour mark is almost upon us here in game. Can be an important one for substitutes, but for now, look at this, red shirt of Indonesia almost carving out that chance.
That was close. Nice block, nice defensive, nice cursor change from Brazil. How important is in this mode? Those helps, those control the defender running back just to protect those pass lines. Substitution. This is the famous Brazil formation. 5 center back, 5-2-1-2. That full back on offensive to join the attack in an easy way. On the other hand, yeah, typical Indonesian formation so far we have seen during the whole competition.
Might seem negative when you see those 5 defenders on the side of Brazil, but you're right, they join the attack. They make it look as if it's a bank of 5 at the back, but those wing backs, they barrel forward. We've seen it so far, and it's something that Indonesia, well, they're struggling to deal with. They're struggling to keep tabs on those, playing those wing positions, and it's the reason Brazil are having so much success out wide with the likes of Richarlison, Vega's getting out there. They're all chiming in.
No, definitely, Harry. I invited people to try that formation. If they think that's easy, it's not easy to play like that. It's not easy to play with those 5 center back. Yes, Vanderson is winger, but it makes that role of defender out of possession. It's not easy. It's not easy what all these countries, all these teams are making here in this FIFAe World Cup.
Ronnie heads it down. Joelinton almost. But for the Indonesian defense, had a chance there.
Egi.
Now.
Egi.
Indonesia, who are
Anjing!
No red shirt in sight for that.
Tracy action. That was past the other mistake. Freaking his fault, yeah. That shoulder charge by Ronnie almost wasn't at work with a fault. Crazy action, Harry. That through ball from Indonesia doesn't look that risky, that difficult, but missed that mistake from the goalkeeper. Almost getting in by Indonesia with now extending the pressure. Renan Lodi regaining the ball. Is Joao Victor clearing the ball? Doesn't want to risk anything at the back. Faidan Elga Bagot.
This final is delivering, Alex, because despite trailing Indonesia, they are still going forward. Brazil also have that same intent. It's score goals and entertain.
Definitely, there is a lot of chance that we're gonna have in the upcoming minutes. It's not already decided, this game one.
Doing too much there inside the box. But time is running out. We're approaching the final 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's see if those fresh legs will make an impact into the game in any of the sides. No one can control the passes now. It's Bikri, the right forward. Egi Bikri in a wonderful way. Elga pass to Sananta, the CF. The pass is, it's Elga! Another save.
Indonesia keep asking questions of that Brazil defense. There might be another one to answer. Indonesia!
It's trying again and again.
They've done everything but score here, Alex.
My goodness. What a crazy 2-3 chances with now this opportunity comes to Brazil. Guifreira trying to save in that Lombo with the R3 button.
10 minutes to go in game one.
Oh, the mistake! Another mistake from Guifreira. It's Dimas Raja, the pass in. Starting the chance from the side. Harry will see. The pass in. Raja. Sananta!
Corner. Indonesia corner. Really good period for them in the second half. It's lacked a goal that they need to equalise, just to force extra time.
Third, fourth time in a row, Harry, that after that great action in the very last moment, or the center back or the keeper made alive Brazil into this final. Still leading, not many action left. Brazil need to survive because Indonesia is putting them over the limits right now.
Well, Jay Victor said before the final, trust in Brazil. He'll have to trust in the Brazilian defenders here.
Oh, let's see, let's see.
Indonesia corner. Front post headed down. Where's this one going? It's only up the pitch for Brazil.
Any rebound is going for Brazil, most of them right now. But we'll see if any of those chances go in favor of Indonesia. They need it right now. It has to be now, or if no, Brazil will take the game one.
Well,
the mistake from Joao Victor.
That is a mistake. Now that could be costly.
Allahu Akbar, kipernya jago banget.
Great chance by Indonesia.
What a save from Brazil.
Oh,
look at this.
Yeah, Joao Victor rushing that double touch without saying at the early build-up.
Fingertips.
Oh. Is the keeper saving again and again and again, Brazil right now. MVP so far of the game.
I think I saw just a hint of manual goalkeeping there.
What a game from Bento, the Brazilian goalkeeper. We'll see. Come high. Another set piece corner kick for Indonesia.
You can see
Hiding
in
with the camera.
timer. Oh, there is not much time left. It's headed on to create a bit of chaos. Purple power bar onto the left foot.
Goal!
It's a goal that lifts the roof off the place. Indonesia find their equaliser in the 89th minute of the match.
My days. Have you seen that? 87 minutes. And look at the skill, the patience, super cancer, left side. And what a show. Ladies and gentlemen, game on.
It's that header in time and time again that causes that chaos, isn't it, Alex? That shot, he had no right to go from that distance. We saw the purple power bar followed by the super cancel. Created the space for that left-footed strike.
Sensational, simply sensational. Right on track, Indonesia now with the momentum, but now they need to defend the kickoff of Brazil. Meantime, look, substitution. 3-4 minutes left, Harry. Some time to think about what to do next, because this pause is, Harry, it's all about to have some conversation with your teammates, not just tactics itself. It's like, all right, let's get some pause, let's get some drinks, some water, and what to think next. 3 minutes left, 1-1.
Teremos uma substituição.
Looking for the long ball. Very long here, Alex, following that goal. I thought maybe substitutes might take a little bit longer to readjust things. But we still have time on the clock here for a winner in 90 minutes. It's only going one way at this moment in time. Watch out for that man on the near side, turning just outside the D. Here he is, across the field. Game one, smash and grab.
My days, have you seen that?
Brazil can't believe it, Alex. Brazil, they're shell-shocked.
It's not over, but have you seen that pressure from Indonesia in the last 20-30 minutes? Let's take the replay.
The fans, they love this one. It's under the underside of the crossbar.
Yeah, after that loss from Guifera, the whole action was Brazil late in that running back with the defenders. Wonderful play. That comes from Bikri, and great header. Finally, Indonesia leading. Another pouch for Brazil.
Unsurprisingly.
There is one chance left.
There is. We said there was still time on the clock to get a winner from 90. There's still time in eFootball.
Yes, for sure.
To get an equalizer.
Comeback is real, bro.
Canary squad there on the
Ladies and
stage.
gentlemen, it's Brazil. It's Guifera and Joao Victor.
Keren banget tuh golnya, 2 gol itu.
Preparing the tactics just for this kickoff. They know this kickoff could be a great chance for them. They will pass back. They will send the long ball to Joelinton, and if they win the header, there is a chance for them.
What a show of resiliency.
Gila. Jago banget sih tadi.
Menit akhir dua-duanya lagi golnya. Gokil.
Who are just a minute.
Beneran, tadi golnya hoki sih Brazil kelihatan.
Orang gol serangan balik blunder doang.
Satu game Indonesia megang banget bro.
Gila dikurung gitu Brazil bro.
Iya.
Ngeri banget ini.
Iya. Juara dunia berkali-kali bro. Aduh gimana ya. Serem, dingin.
Leg pertama selesai.
Padahal tadi Brazil pas ngegolin gayanya tengah banget ya tadi aja. Berapa menit ya suratnya?
And not just that, 5 minutes, 85 minutes with the score Brazil 1, Indonesia 0, and everything happened in a second, in those 2/3 last minutes, Indonesia turned around the score.
Kayaknya nggak lama deh, soalnya dia nggak ninggalin ini tempat.
Wherever you are watching this game from, be it Jakarta, be it Sao Paulo, be it wherever, if that's your first experience of
Kayaknya
eFootball,
kalau
don't
lapis
worry, they're
nanti
all like that.
oke ya masih.
But let's not undersell it. That was a special performance from Minang boys, the captain of Indonesia. Don't forget. Of course,
gue udah optimis menit 80 belum gol. Langsung 2 ya gel.
From Brazil beat that man 5 years ago in London to win the world title.
That's it. That was exactly 5 years ago. And today could be the revenge? Who knows? But I'm sure both sides wants to win. And if you want to win, you need to prove it right there at the stage
Gol Egy
in
itu
this
keren
game.
It's time to reaction on Brazil.
Iya, tadi ya.
And it's time for
Gokil
glory
pressing,
in Indonesia. It's not finished. It's not done. One more game has to be played. And if Brazil wins, we will go to the decider match.
Well, been on boys before the game as we see the traditional Indonesian ritual, the huddle. He said before the game, we will try to beat Brazil in every possible way. They beat them on the scoreline. The question for me, Alex, is have they now beaten them mentally?
We will see in a few minutes. It's like even from the best, losing like that is tough, Harry. It's tough because they had that close the first victory, the first game.
Let's listen to this from the Garuda Warriors. The war cry.
We're a true family. All the effort, all the time for today.
Yo,
Does
last match.
Go.
hear those drums from the Garuda Warriors?
Brazil udah nggak ada semangatnya coy itu.
Habis bensin, kipernya habis bensin.
Tapi tadi kipernya jago banget sih beneran dah. Heran gue juga.
Menit terakhir udah habis bensinnya dia.
Iya. Digempur mulu, Cok.
Banget kipernya tadi.
Orang-orang kalau main PS, strikernya nggak habis tenaga, ini kipernya sih. Kerja mulu aja tuh. Tapi emang jago banget ya kiper Brazil. Heran
Game 2, Indonesia are on World Cup points. Game 2 between Indonesia
Bismillah.
and Brazil.
Strike, jadi winner yuk. Bisa yuk.
Jadi ini ada pemain yang paling tinggi, ada yang paling rendah.
Control from Witan Sulaiman, still the challenge side. Could be positive for
Paling tinggi
Indonesia.
91, paling rendah 89.
Receiving an offside.
Apanya bang?
Kick off for Indonesia.
Skill pemainnya.
As you know, guys, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, skill pemainnya.
Really important into this
Oh, gitu.
gameplay right
Iya,
now.
paling tinggi 91, paling
Bento.
rendah
Oh, many
89.
saves.
Tapi rata-rata 90.
Itu rata di semua tim apa gimana? Kok bisa beda?
Di kedua tim sama, jadi
in game 2.
Oh, bikin dua tim.
enggak di kedua tim ini, Brazil sama Indonesia.
Oh, di kedua tim.
Iya, jadi ada satu pemain yang 89, satu pemain yang 91.
Sisanya?
Sisanya 90 semua.
Indonesia. After that,
Oh, gitu.
Indonesia scored another 5 in
Jadi kita mungkin playernya atau dari timnya milih ya mau yang mana ya?
Nice job, Gifera. Saving with Nino.
Kemungkinan ini Brazil kipernya berarti.
Bisa jadi 91 gimana?
Iya.
Kanan kosong.
Gocekannya bos.
Mampus. Kena mental.
Itu tadi gocekannya ciamik banget ya anjir.
Asli. Kayak gocekan Arkan kakak.
Gue sih kalau temen gue main Facebook gini gak mau main,
Mending pakai tim kecil sekalian biar kalau kalah ada alasan.
Orang jago maupun pakai tim kecil menang juga anjir. Perlu lihat kok.
Mampus sih kipernya. Ngapain marah-marah? Emang habis bensin ini.
What a one-on-one chance from Faidan. That turn, that finishing.
Streak kayak gini.
Yang golin siapa tuh?
Are we watching Rizky Faidan's destiny
Apa yang golin itu?
in front of our very eyes?
Ifar apa Strike gitu?
He fell to Gifera 5 years ago in the World Co-op final.
Another response from Brazil, Harry. Brazil will have something to say. I'm sure of it.
Itu ya, kayaknya Indonesia for a
reason.
Menurut gue dari tadi kayak jago banget buat Indonesia.
Since scoring their goal, we haven't seen that many chances for Brazil. It's been pretty much one-way traffic here on the stage. A Brazil goal would lift their spirits and give them that belief that they need here 15 minutes ago.
Well, let's see now how Indonesia keep the score.
If they goes back,
Kalau
they
dapat
keep
bola
the
tuh
pressure,
tenang.
looking for the second goal. Camboya. Now Bremer, Gifera,
Yeah.
regaining that ball.
Brazil
Still
langsung
trying to
tinggi-tinggi
play
gitu loh
strong,
motornya.
more beautiful football in this game too. More passes,
nulis
more
blunder mulu
short
ya.
action,
Kayaknya.
rather than that those long balls we have seen on game 1.
Oh, Indonesia buang ke depan aja dulu.
Oh, the mistake.
Time in Indonesia, there's no.
Rafa is Elga.
Wah.
Ayo! Gol! Enak banget Sananta Dharma.
Jago banget. Itu mas-mas kantor, Cok. Jago banget anjir.
Anjir diprovokasi.
In 2019, he lost 2-0.
Itu mas-mas kantor, Cok. Jago banget anjir. Diem doang anjir.
Mas-mas kantor IT.
Diem. Iya. Kayak itu bener-bener mas-mas kantoran, Cok, yang udah bosan sama kerjaannya. Main PS tiba-tiba jago.
Enak ya, dibawa dulu ke kiri, si Sanantanya jadi kosong.
Great finishing by Faidan.
Dan kalau begini,
Wow, what a play from Indonesia at this start of the second game.
Tuh lihat aja deh, ada yang 91 kan?
oh iya betul.
Itu streak 91 kita.
Oh dia barusan menang 91, barusan kemana?
No more right winger.
Gue tau pernah punya di BEM. Di FM kayak pernah punya gue.
Bek kanan ya, Monaco.
Oh iya, waktu itu gue pakai ADATA.
But you're right, Elga, 2022 IESF champion.
Look, that's huge what he did in one-on-one. Elga is another world contender, and what a player.
With that pass.
You know what, Harry? The action before, they played wide. And not wide. They ran wide. He turned in and scored without pass. The second action, they went to the side, and instead to finish in itself, they made
Bang, lu lihat ini dah, head-rate-nya itu yang L itu, Mas Markapi.
and wasn't predicted by Brazil.
Rendah banget, Cok. Santai banget gitu. Tadi sempat ke 87 coba pas kalah. Head-rate-nya 87. Tuh, 96 tuh, Bang.
Tenang banget ya.
Anjir, cool banget, gila.
Yang lain aja di atas 100.
Nah, itu Rizky Faidan, Cok, 100, hampir 150 tuh. Dia mentok 94, 95.
Great moments right now for Indonesia. Let's see if they can approach the third goal.
Gantung atau gimana sih anjir?
Blunder lu.
Intercept itu lo manis banget, Cok, maksudnya. Dapat mulu.
Blunder lu. Mampus lu. Ayo lo bingung lu. Anjing.
That means if we're tied at the 90th minute and the referee
Gila,
blows the
Rizky Faidan 150 tuh.
and we'll go to penalties.
155 tadi tembus.
We need them.
We'll see because a goal from Brazil will
Nice.
obviously change the momentum into the game.
Buang-buang
Oh,
aja.
what a reading
Oke.
from
Ini
Elga.
bagus juga ya main bom begini.
Rafa through the pass.
Buang aja dulu ke depan.
Heavy control window by Caio Enrique. Managed by
Kontrolnya kayak Arkan Fikri.
No easy passes from the Brazilian
Gak
side
panik
that
ini dia, Bang.
every single
Brazil.
time are clearing the ball.
Kedua, manis. Aduh.
Oh.
Nice interception and Brazil will
Nice,
be able
Pangeran.
to.
Dah, kartu.
Yeah, they're having a hard time because Harry, when you're playing
Kaki,
fast
kaki.
you move to 4-3-3. You need some time.
Brazil
82 tuh.
I'll tell you what is good, Alex. I'm
Cool.
watching the cameras. Gifero, Victor still talking to each other here. They know they're still, although they're on the
Pelan banget jantungnya. Ini padahal final loh anjir.
the
Gak bisa serius ya.
boxing ring, and they're within a fighter's chance of coming back here. Still so much football to be played here in game 2.
Kamboya
it's not
kanan
easy
sih.
to handle it in any other side. Now Joao Victor with
Ya,
a track
pikir
back with
ini mah apa aja bisa, Bang.
Neymar Jr. still the champ from Brazil. Harry, that cross.
Oh, Joe Linton
Come
is
on,
so dangerous in the
Paul.
air. It'll come back at the
Mohon
Indonesian
maaf.
defence until it's hammered up the pitch.
Ayo lu, panik lu.
Dan ini fun fact-nya apa tadi gue kagetnya bukan Martin Paes ya kipernya.
Iya benar.
Nadeo kan.
Nadeo.
Oh, could be a nice one for Brazil.
Incer tinggi mungkin ya?
Run, it's outside the box here with Joelinton. He's dangerous. Yeah, he's good with his
Wonderful defense by Ritki Faidan.
Incer tingginya nggak sih?
This time on time, Gifera leaving that pass. Now the chance.
Anjir, Fred Bingo masih ada.
Unable to do so. This is better though from Brazil.
4 minutes left, Harry.
Brazil udah mulai nyerang terus nih.
They won't want half time to come.
Whoop.
With one pass,
Whoop.
now Indonesia can start to gallop forward.
Yeah, and the end Sananta is not that fast.
Rafael Veiga.
Udah ngediem ya jadi sebelah kiri.
Fred now. Who's that?
superiority from Brazil.
Is the pass outside the box now inside. Who can he
Gifera.
find? Burst of pace.
Nice. Wah,
Close.
Nah ini dia bos.
Nice action from the side from Gifera, looking for that low cross. Another mistake in that chippy pass.
Ya keluar dari lima.
Tinggi banget ya Brazil start rate-nya. Deg-degan bang.
Yeah, I think so.
Ricky Faidan paling deg-degan bang. 160 itu.
Terus 50.
50 so.
Anjir kecil banget.
Masuk mana? Anjir. 47. Wah dia udah pede banget sih ini berarti.
Maybe Harry, maybe is on time.
47 anjir.
Need to win this resulting long ball. They'll need to knock it down and it needs to keep going forward. Indonesia win the header.
43 bang. Bisa tembus 30 ini kayaknya.
Nice. Ada yang
Gak
ganti
normal
formasi.
cow detaknya.
Ada yang ganti formasi 4 striker nih kayaknya nih.
Indonesia 2, Brazil nil.
Brazil.
With Indonesia on World
Ini nyanyi
Cup
aja di TikTok.
points. If they close out this game, they will
Gila,
be
antara
the
padamu.
FIFAe World
Gila
Cup
coy.
and
Gigi
the
bener.
winners of 2024.
The fact, Harry, is I think Brazil hasn't been in this situation before during the whole competition. They haven't felt what it is 2 goals down in a decider match. They need to show their best version, their best skills. That sharpness on the hands of Joe Victor and Gifera has to appear now. Set pieces, one-on-one action. We'll see. Indonesia,
udah kayak
45
gini harusnya
minutes left for the
Indonesia jadi
glory.
tuan rumah lah ya.
And ladies and gentlemen, second half, game 2 is
Mungkin bisa bang, cuman Arab lebih cuan. Di Arab ini lebih inilah, duitnya gedean dia bang. Lebih proper dia maksudnya.
Indonesia
Anjay juara 2 kali.
with 2 goals
menuju nih.
in the opening 25 minutes of game
Menang.
number 2.
Fix.
Oh, just a half of
Gila full attack bro, Brazil bro.
away from being winners of that beautiful trophy on the stage.
Mana bisa bang.
Santai.
It's as if Brazil heard me describing that and was saying,
Ini yang hijau ini Elga, yang kuning Faidan.
this conversation, we will make this comeback happen.
We'll see now Sananta having a hard time to protect the ball. Great recovery by Fred. Yeah, great
Tendangan
start from
Parmi.
Brazil, putting some pressure into Indonesia, but now has to, have some breathe and take the possession.
Up towards Richarlison. Credit to Brazil, because Indonesia, up to this point, have been free scoring in this competition. They're now up to 39 goals. But since conceding the second,
Berarti tadi Indonesia ganti formasinya berhasil banget tuh. Jadi tiba-tiba ganti pemain kok semua, hampir semua tuh.
Iya.
Berapa orang diganti? 5 orang.
Di leg pertama beda.
and Elga have to say about that.
Ganti semua pemainnya.
Nice block.
Oh nice.
Nice pressure on those balls on all the area of the sides. Marquinhos, Neymar Junior, Joao Victor protecting the ball, one-on-one with Dylan Wash.
Nice, dapat intercept.
Joao Victor leaving behind his mark, but Ritki Faidan regaining that ball. What a battle we have seen between Joao Victor and Ritki Faidan in those one-on-one actions.
Still alive here, potentially
jadi back to guys.
for Brazil. But you're
Gila,
right.
itu ke bawah anjir.
And those are two you will see go up
Nice.
against each other for many years to come, no
Nice.
doubt. Look at
Blunder,
Elga's
blunder.
rate, by the way.
Ya, Indonesia nih mainnya buang
Must be
aja.
a low battery or something.
I don't know, but he's playing amazing again today in the finals.
Bagus bro.
Nice.
So far it's led to Indonesia with one hand on that trophy that would mean so much to them.
Nice. Main dulu. Bujang ini nah.
Yeah, they are practically doing what
Dia main
Brazil
buang-buang aja bang ini.
every single time, but the problem is that
Iya,
Brazil
udah
is
segini
losing.
ya.
And 20 minutes left,
Iya.
Brazil has to do something, has to score to get into the game.
Nick tuh dia tuh, Brazil.
Asik.
Just given no time in the midfield to get there. Passes into each other. They can't formulate any kind of rhythm here. Fred on the ball.
That
Now
would be
to
a nice
Joelinton.
one.
That's nice indeed.
Joe Victor! Brazil is on track.
Gaya lagi dia, Cok.
We're trying.
Udah nggak berani gaya.
Turn back from the FIFAe, passing to Joe Victor, and without hesitate, putting the ball into the net. Game on, ladies and gentlemen.
Ini
It's not
loh,
over for Brazil.
pemain Brazil yang duduk di paling belakang itu loh, dari tadi kayak pesimis banget dari awal game.
First time since game 1 in this
Aduh, nggak ada
long
yang lihat pergerakan
delayed
si
grand final.
Liga.
The Brazilian side of the stage
Kita golin Rafaviga.
to cheer. And they'll need that energy, Gifera and Jay Victor. They will need that energy from the
Tuh kan
crowd
ada yang
here
89, Tom
to
Haji
carry them
89.
through because they need another goal.
The perfect timing to make it, Harry. 20 minutes left. Substitution, fresh legs into the game. And Brazil with that 4-2-3-1 formation.
Tambah yuk, tambah.
Berarti ini masuknya FIFA ya?
For that second goal. We'll see what could be the reaction from Indonesia. 4 strikers, 4-2-4. Brazil is putting it into a game. They go with everything they have. So we'll see if now Indonesia can do what Brazil weren't able to make in game 1, saving the score.
Before this tournament on Instagram, Gifera said to João Victor, forget everything, my duo. Let's make history. They've got one back.
Nice, kayak gua tuh main itu.
And that will fill them with plenty of confidence. Indonesia, though, have
Dapat.
nicked the ball off them.
Nah, offset.
All over the top is offside.
Set.
Anjing.
That's
Tipis bro.
close,
Tipis banget,
but I
Cok.
think in the end fair. 15 minutes
Lebih bagus daripada VAR ini.
separate Indonesia with a FIFAe World Cup trophy.
And we'll see if with those long balls Brazil can win those headers with Joelinton, especially to get on track, to get some
Gampang dong,
lines
jangan
to
nggak
go
usah.
through with that strong defense that Indonesia is putting in right now. Here we are, Joelinton winning the header, but not this time.
It's been their game plan they've stuck to. Anytime they
Boleh
can
defend
long
tapi
ball
jangan
it to Joelinton, they want to cause some havoc there.
Fokus sekarang sih.
Trying to play to
Kita defense
Brazil's
dulu, kalah, Cok.
personnel. Joelinton, great player to have at your disposal. But Indonesia, well, they have Rizky Faidan. They have been on ball. They have Elga.
Nice, dibuang sama dia, Cok. Oh, marah, Cok, dia, Cok. Dia marah. Yang Brazil paling bawah, Cok, marah-marah itu.
We see 3,
Oh, dia pindah, Cok.
4. They want to have some more action in the midfield. They want to have some more control, some more connection. Look at the stage, so good it is, Harry.
Itu pemainnya dipindahin, Bang. Semua, Cok, ke arah tengah. Kiri tengah. Nanti diserangnya di situ mulu.
So tense in this room.
Look at the stadium. That's the coach Putra, Elga, and Faidan. The whole crew from the Indonesian Football Federation right here, right now.
They're ready to celebrate.
We'll
But those
see.
men, they believe an equalizer is coming in the next 10 minutes. Less than. For
Jauh kayaknya ngoper jauh deh.
Arahan Fikri.
Indonesia playing that long.
Ya, kolek.
Ngapain dia tiba-tiba gitu?
What the fuck?
It's now Neymar,
Iya, Cok.
Rido with that clear. 3-4 action extra from this game too.
Oh.
It will be Brazil forcing an extra time, or it will be Indonesia clinching
Yuk, jangan
the
extra
world
time.
title.
Nice.
Get that feeling, Alex. I get that
Aduh,
feeling something's
bener-bener
coming
ini
here.
main
5
buang-buang
minutes to
doang,
go.
Bang.
One big
Gak ada niatan
chance,
mau nyerang
maybe.
ke ini di sini.
I mean, pretty smart from
Dapat
Indonesia.
bola
They're
gua.
doing what it has to be done at the point of the game.
Relying on headers, but that's an offside. That's met with cheers and drum beats by the Indonesians here in Riyadh.
A bit unlucky that offside. You don't expect those one, but something's happened. Sananta Danilo.
Let's go, Sananta.
winning the header.
Ih! Anjing!
To the post.
Bangsat, kenapa gak gol?
The reaction is no. Still on, ladies and gentlemen.
90th
Udah hoki,
minute.
Cok.
How much stoppage time? They might not need it.
Wah!
And it's
Anjing, tadi ku tiang ya.
One more
Iya,
try
Cok.
for Brazil. 3 yellow shirts.
Mungkin banget itu.
Up towards
Gergetan sih. Kalau gue.
Gila, naik banget itu jantungnya.
no one is kicked it.
Habis dikit lagi.
One more from Brazil. There was
Aduh.
Ya,
Makan nggak sih?
iya ngeluarin arahan
we'll
Fikri.
see. It's now or never for Brazil.
Makan, Cok.
Comes down to this the selection
Itu
process.
30 detik lagi, Cok.
The group stages.
Arahan
The
Fikri.
knockout stages. We're here.
Arahan nggak sih? Arahan.
Grand final.
Arahan.
Cepetan, bangsat. Lama banget lu,
Indonesia
Bujang.
survive this, they'll be
Gue nungguin waktu habis loh. Biar nanti temen gue langsung
It's their time. Fred forward.
Set.
Rafinha near
Offset tuh, Sir.
side.
Yes. Menang, bro.
Menang.
Win the FIFAe
Wih, juara dunia, guys.
Comeback.
Gentlemen, we
Masih satu gol banyak guys.
champion! Indonesia will lift the trophy as the best nation across the eFootball scene worldwide. Congratulations, Elga, Paudi, Rizky Faidan, Putra, everyone! Is the moment you were looking for.
Deg-degan hitung di terakhir.
5 years later, you did it! World champion!
Rizky Faidan, you said it's the day for
Iya,
me to be the world champion.
Udah main TikTok aja lu.
You now, Indonesia. On FIFAe World
Nggak bisa tidur, Cok. Tadi nggak bisa tidur nonton timnas yang tadi tuh. Aduh.
eFootball console champions of the world. Enjoy it. Remember it. These are lifetime memories. Indonesia champions of the world.
Simply no words, Harry. I know what they are feeling right now. It gives me goosebumps of those feeling all the hard work from years of sacrifice. They said they came for the win. They made all the process, winning the FC Asian Cup, and now lifting the World Championship.
A perfect year for Indonesia. AFC Cup champions in Qatar.
Last Binong Boys.
And to round out
Si Binong Boys, Cok. Anjay.
FIFAe World Cup winners. Credit to Brazil. Guifera, João Victor, you never ever gave up. You are no less champions than the men shaking your hands right now. But this cup belongs to one nation and one nation only. The Garuda Warriors are the winners and champions here. Milos, let's make it official.
Let us indeed make it official.
Kelas.
Final. Team Indonesia victorious.
Angkat piala dulu nggak sih? Angkat piala.
We definitely did have the drums to cover us in Riyadh. Of course,
Angkat piala dulu guys.
no victory can be completed without our medals. And joining us on stage to award our teams with their respective medals, please welcome His Royal Highness Prince Faisal.
Dapat apa ya? Dapat apa ya bang?
President of the Saudi Esports Federation.
Hadiahnya mobil kali ya?
Director of Esports and Gaming at FIFA.
Wih, oh medali itu.
Oh iya, ini Benzema.
Our silver medalist, Team Brazil.
Benzema kalau nanti tua gitu tuh kali. Kalau buncit nanti.
Bukan.
President of Saudi. Wih, Esport Federation, Cok.
Orang raja, kerajaan juga.
Iya. Ketua PSSI-nya ini Arab ya? Ketua PSSI Arab nih.
An incredible performance in this grand final. A lot of love for Team Brazil here, our silver medalists. And now, our gold medalists and FIFAe World Cup champions, Indonesia!
Slot haji dinaikin.
Bisa jadi. Minta request gitu. Halo Pak Haji.
Plus 10.000 nih. Oh, Christian Fogg, Director of Esports and Gaming FIFA. Oh, orang-orangan FIFA ini.
By the squad of Minang boys and Elga. Akbar Paudi and
Tadi
Putra
juga
Sutopo
hampir
joining us on
3-0 ya
stage.
sebenarnya.
One more time for Team
Iya.
Indonesia.
Hampir 3-1. Iya. Hampir banget tuh tadi kena harus tiang, Cok. Tadi game pertama kalau kipernya nggak sebagus itu juga bisa bantai tuh, Bang. Kipernya jago banget.
Asli.
Game pertama. Anomali itu.
Let's have a little chat.
My goodness, Minang boys, I have to scoot on in here. We saw you get emotional during that winning moment. Tell me, how much does it mean to you to be able to walk away victorious, awarding Indonesia not only a trophy but also the pride of your nation?
Yeah, of course, it's so special for me. I've won everything in my career except the World one before, but today, finally, Alhamdulillah, today is the day for me to be the world champions. Yeah, that's so special for me.
And I think it goes without saying that the Indonesian squad that we have up here with us now, it is very much a team effort. So what do you want to say to all of the teammates that you have stood beside you now?
Yeah, of course, I want to say for all Indonesian fans, for PSSI, for Bang Putra, for my teammates, also for the sparring partners, Aziz, Elwidi, Baim, Yaman, Ferry, and also the coaches, Bang Kiwa dan Coach Andi. Thank you guys. You guys were so superb. Thank you.
Now how do we celebrate, team? What's next?
Sorry?
How are you going to celebrate this victory?
Gimana mau selebrasi?
I think we just want to enjoy, and I just want to say one thing. Southeast Asia secured the world champion.
Yeah, they did, Milos. What a way to close it out.
The Asia Cup champions now, one final time, your FIFAe World Champions, Team Indonesia!
Selebrasi dulu kali. Udah beres gitu?
Udah bang. Udah beres ya? Udah bang, pay dulu bang.
Oke.
Oke. Mantap, ditutup dengan manis.
What seems to end an incredible 4 days of e-footballing action. Sometimes I just love to let these pictures breathe because what a moment for that team there. Redemption as well, Wes, is what they kind of said, and you could see that through the tears on their faces when that final whistle blew.
Yeah, they knew how much it meant to their country, to their countrymen, their countrywomen, their fans back home who have been relentless in their fandom. For Faidan, it was 5 years coming, but he finally has his payback. And again, it's wonderful scenes here because they are now E-Asian Cup champions and they are now FIFAe World Cup champions.
And Indonesia and Asia just continue to impress in terms of e-footballing.